Hey, you two cousins. Happy Tuesday and welcome to another vlog. So today is another day off for me. Actually, I am enjoying 3 days off. One of my supervisors so graciously offered me Memorial Day off. Um, so I took that time to run around and get the frames from actually I ran in Ross to look for a shoe rack, so I bought that yesterday. I'll show you guys that. It's just a little short 2-tier when I actually probably I could have gotten a 3-tier shoe rack to place because we don't wear shoes in our house. We are a shoeless house. That's what I went in there for. And something said, you know what, just go to the back of the store, look at the artwork and see what they have because I do need either a set of 2 or 1 large piece of artwork to go on this wall over here behind the kitchen wall. And I actually went home since Saturday or Sunday. I think it was Saturday. I went home since after work and found this really large, beautiful piece. There was actually 2 of them. One of them was broken, but I only really need 1 because it's so huge. And I should have asked them if they would have given me a discount off of the frame because it was just the piece of the wood on the frame that was broken that could have been repaired with wood glue, sanded down, and stained again. So I'm going to go back and check them out to see if it's still there and then to see what kind of discount they'll give because the artwork itself was like, I think, $239 or $279, something like that. So we'll see. But for my bedroom, I ended up in Ross looking for the shoe rack, found that, went to the back of the store, and found 2 large frames that they're 48 by 48. The other ones that I had were 38 by 38. And again, I'm just using those to be like, because I'm not going to buy a full bed frame, I wanted to use that as a headboard, looking like a headboard. When I say them suckers were heavy, and the whole dilemma of me getting them to the house, Lord have mercy. And we're going to get into the experience that I had with Uber as well. Because y'all, be careful out there. Seriously, be careful. Because that situation could have been a whole other situation if I was somebody trying to get a ride. But I actually placed an Uber order for a carrier because the frames are so large they wouldn't fit in my car. And I just needed a carrier to get there to pick them up and then bring them to my house. And I wouldn't even know how to get them upstairs. I was like, just get them here and I'll get them upstairs. But I ended up ordering an Uber XL because the person that showed up, it couldn't fit in their Ultima, and I had already known this. I had sent them a message as soon as I saw the car because I was like, oh, no, we need a truck. Specifically, these are 48 by 48, and I have 2. So I need you to have a truck or a van, and that's not what showed up. But anyway, we'll get a little deeper into that conversation. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? How was your Memorial Day? Like, what did you guys do? I am a child of the military. I have several generations of my family that served in the military. So I did take time to actually pray before I started my day yesterday. And did I journal? I did not journal. I went through a few actually verses in Proverbs and Psalms. Yeah, yesterday. And highlighted some things. So And I just really took my time getting ready. I trimmed my hair. As you can see, we're not so fluffy. So pardon me in the way it looks today because it started raining on me yesterday, y'all. I went outside looking super cute, hair done, no makeup, just, mascara, and my lips were set. And I knew it was going to rain, but I was like, it was so hot yesterday, insane. But as soon as I got to my destination, the rain started coming down, and I couldn't even get out of the car. I left with no jacket, some sliders, not sliders, but slip-on sandals, and just was looking super cute yesterday. Sat in the car for at least 20 minutes, and I was like, you know what, let me make my way back to my side of town. And I was like, once I got to my side of town, the rain had let up, and that's when I went across. So sorry for not picking up the camera and taking you guys with me. Like I said, this channel is going to be, and if you're new here, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you stopping in. My name is Sidelle. My channel is about lifestyle, health, and wellness, and living life in your 50s. So what that looks like. So, back on track. Lost my train of thought back with the Lord. Menopause brain, for real. I need to get to this kitchen. I had baked chicken last night, steamed some broccoli, and lightly boiled some carrots. So that was dinner last night. And I ended up I didn't even finish cooking dinner till like 9 o'clock. We never eat that late, but the afternoon got away from me. Anyway, let's get this kitchen together, and then I will try a little bit. Artwork for my bedroom. Excuse my fan, because even though I have the house on 72 degrees, I am still hot. But that's what it's looking like when you walk into the bedroom. That's my new bedding, my pillow covers that I got, the inserts, and I am just feeling the greenery right now. Feeling it. I am going to get some additional throw pillows actually that I saw in HomeSense. Some larger ones to go in between or side by side or in back of the green ones. Probably in back of the green ones. But yeah, that's how it's looking. If you're thinking that they're kind of high, actually in real life, when you sit up against the wall, it's right where your head is, and I didn't want it any lower than that just because, like I said, those are super heavy. Those are 48 by 48. I love the way it's looking. I haven't found the chair that I want to go in my room, which is over in the area where you see the fan at. And I'm going to get a banana leaf tree, I think, to put in here. Of course, I'm ordering 2 additional nightstands. That one over there that you see is going to be going somewhere else in my additional room. And then I'm thinking I may want to add a bench here. I'm not entirely sure yet. Yeah, that's a thought. That's a thought. So let's get into the rest of the day, y'all. Let me know what you think, what I need to add. I also am going to add actually this ceiling fan that I despise, the light cover. Pay no attention to that. Again, I'm in a rental unit, so I don't know how much I want to change in here. But I am going to get some overhead remote lighting that I saw on Amazon to go above the frames and or on the side where the nightstands will be. I have a queen size bed, so everything that I do is in preparation for my king that I will eventually have, probably not in this unit, but when we move. To this, all right, my friends, let's get into this Uber situation that I experienced that I told y'all, where I ordered a carrier through Uber to pick up my frames for me at Ross. Now, mind you, I was still sitting there because I wanted to make sure that they got them in there without damaging them. In the end, I just needed them to get them to the house, and I was going to meet them there at the same time. So what happened was the original carrier picked up. I saw that it was a Toyota Corolla. I was like, no way. So text him, let him know your car's not going to work. I did say specifically these are 48 by 48. He calls me. He's like, well, cool, can you cancel? Not a problem. Canceled. Another carrier picked up. It said it was a gray Nissan Altima, had the driver's name listed, and the car didn't have a license plate. I'm like, okay, so is this a new car? I go look at the driver's history. He has 5 stars. He's given, over 100 rides. And I'm like, we got a new car and I just didn't have the tags. Didn't think anything of it originally. So, in the map, you can kind of see where they are, where they're coming from. But again, I'm like, the size of your car is just a little bit bigger than mine. I know for a fact it's not even going to fit inside your door frame. So I text, how you can contact the driver. These are 48 by 48. There are 2. This is not going to fit in your car. Can you please cancel so that I can get another carrier? No response. Car's en route. They're about a minute away. And I try to call. So it's, hey, don't waste your time coming over here. No pickup. So I text again. Did you get my message? Please cancel. These can't fit in your car. No response. And I'm like, at that point, I can see him like pulling in close to the shopping center. And I'm like, again, this car ain't got no tags, so let me just look for a gray Nissan Altima. A gentleman is listed as the driver, a man. I saw a car go by slow, no tags. Not even tags, okay? And I'm like, I know they're not here to pick up my stuff. I know they're not. Because I'm sitting in the parking lot in my car, not inside Ross, but inside my car so I can see who pulls up. I'm right, by the store in the parking lot. I just hop out going to the store. I would let people in the store know. I'm sitting here. I'm outside of my car. I'm just waiting for the people to come pick them up. I will meet them at the door. So this person pulls up. They didn't put on no hazard lights or nothing. They got their phone in their hand. It's a woman. It's a woman. It's not even a man. So I call and I'm like, hey, did you get my message? And he's like, who are you trying to contact? And I told him the name. He's like, yeah, that's me. And I said, you're here at Ross picking up items, right? He said, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, what the hell? So I'm like, okay, cool. Hang up with him. I run into the store. By the time I get into the store, because there's security at the, when you walk in Ross, the security guy is there. He already knows me because he obviously I couldn't carry them by myself even to the curb. And he helped bring it, over to the register to check out. And one of the young ladies was like, she had remembered she was a cashier and she, saw me when I was checking out, heard the whole conversation of how I was going to get, make arrangements to have somebody come pick them up, but I'll be outside. So I can see the lady like looking at things, pointing to her car, and the girl who works there, she's like, no, 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 because I didn't give them like a receipt number, paperwork, or none of that. So as she's walking out of the door, I'm walking into the door, and I'm like, excuse me, to the security guy. I said, remember me? This is my receipt. Those are my items. And the girl was still standing there. And she was like, oh, yeah, I remember you. I said, yeah, they can't take my stuff. I don't know who that is. They're not even registered in the system to come pick up my stuff. So, no. I said, I have an Uber XL on the way here. I'm just going to be right here outside at the column. So when they pull up, I'll see them. They'll see me. If I could have one of the security guys just help me bring it out the door. All that to say, my third driver at this time, except for I ordered an Uber XL Black, not Uber XL Black, just an Uber XL. It was a van. He showed up. All was smooth. But all that to say, like, God forbid that I needed to get a ride somewhere and somebody shows up that's not the actual driver on the app with the same car but no license plate. I didn't have time to even contact Uber about the situation, but this is not the first time that I heard of somebody hijacking an Uber request. Even if it is a carrier, y'all be sure to look at the information, reach out and try to contact the person. If you don't even get a pickup when you call or a response to a text message when it says contact driver, just be super careful because that could have been a whole nother situation. My daughter is in her 20s. Rarely ever does she use Uber, but when she does, I'm like, share your ride information with somebody. It ain't got to be me. Share it with somebody. An aunt, you got an aunt here, you got cousins here. Share your information with somebody so they can see where you're going, who the driver is, what kind of car it is, what license plate it is. I'm like, take pictures of license plates, share that information. Even stay on the phone or even act like you're on the phone talking with someone so they are aware that you're in contact with somebody the whole time. And you ain't even got to be on the phone with nobody. But I'm like, y'all just be careful because the world is getting crazier and crazier. I feel like I stay prayed up. I am a faithful woman. I am a woman of God. And, but just be mindful and use discernment, honestly, because that could have been an entirely different situation if I was needing a ride. Okay. So with that being said, I am, as you see, I have on my Nike dry shirt and my shorts. I need to go work out today. I didn't get up early enough to take my daughter to work because I was going to go to PF, but I'll probably just do that after work anyway because my stomach was feeling kind of janky this morning, but that was because I took magnesium last night. And if y'all don't know, magnesium helps you use the restroom. It is not, it's like a soft stool relaxer. I feel like your body needs magnesium. Most people are magnesium deficient. I use it in a powder form. I take it once a week and I take it to go to sleep. And when I wake up in the morning, no, it's bathroom time, to say the least. Maybe TMI for some, so y'all can just go ahead and fast forward through this. But bathroom time, to say the least. Just know that you're going to be using the bathroom for the least 1 to 3 hours of the first part of your morning. After all that's said and done, you want to go ahead and clean up your restroom, take a shower, and then get yourself together and go on with your day. But your body needs the magnesium. I have not eaten yet. I do. It's about 1 o'clock right now. So I already have a salad pre-made. I may or may not throw some chicken that I made last night on the plate. My daughter did eat a significant amount of the chicken. So we tried a new like sweet and spicy barbecue sauce that I cooked it in last night. So we may have to make another batch of that and or find something else for dinner. I don't know yet. Anyway, I'm going to have my salad, may have some of that chicken, and I'm going to do some stretches because my back was hurting a little bit. So I may share that with y'all. But my back was hurting because I broke my back getting these upstairs and hanging these ribbons on the wall because I was like, we gonna get these hung today. We gonna get these hung today. No more waiting. They're gonna be hung. I want them up. So that's why my back is hurting. But this evening, I may go to PF because I really like to do the circuit training there. I don't have enough equipment in my gym over here, so we may just do some cardio at the gym. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see as the day goes on. But for right now, I do need to get something on my stomach. All right, you guys, let's pull out this salad. Oh, she done took turkey out. And I think she took that out yesterday. I'm going to have some salad. And the salad consists of tomatoes, cucumbers, shredded mozzarella. We have some breadcrumbs, romaine lettuce, and sliced up mesquite turkey meat. Is the salad for the day. And this is usually pretty filling, so I don't need no chicken. Just in my mind, I was being greedy, like I need some chicken. But you know what the other thing is, you guys, I ordered this last week because my workout was so intense. I was like, I felt like I did more damage to my muscles than benefit when it came to my arms. Because I try to rotate like my cardio days or do a combination of cardio, arms, and then legs. But I got me some creatine.
I don't usually buy my own. My daughter uses that more than me because she's in the gym more consistently than I am. But she is, again, her side hustle is she is a personal trainer, licensed and certified. So she's always protein on me. But she did stress the importance of me taking creatine, not to be losing any muscle mass, especially at this tender age of 50. And of which I have been feeling really good, I will say. Now this is my salad bowl, not very big as you see. But since I am thinking about doing cardio, I may have to have a piece of chicken for the protein. Yeah. And we're going to be bad today and put some ranch. Drizzle a little ranch on there. What I usually use is raspberry vinaigrette. But I was trying to get in and out of the store yesterday, which it wasn't crowded at Walmart. I just I just didn't feel like grocery shopping. I got the little 5 items that I needed to get, and I got the heck up out of there. And I was like, no thank you for walking down the food aisles. No thanks. No thanks. But yes. Let's have lunch, and then I do need to edit actually today. And I can't go nowhere yet anyway because maintenance is coming to work on my dryer. Yeah. Guys, by the way, this is the shoe rack I was telling you that I had picked up at Ross the other day. So if you're in need of a very simple shoe rack, this is like our drop-off entry point when we first come in the door. It was $9.99. They have this in a 4. This one is the 2-tier, obviously. And it was $9.99, but they also have a 3-tier and 4-tier. And if I would have got the 3-tier, the shoes would have sat up higher. My only wish is that it was a little bit longer because I wanted to fully cover this space. Again, this is our little drop-off area. As you can see, like the printer is right here, keys, paperwork, shredder. That's just our little drop-off area when you walk right in the front door. But I felt like that was a good buy for $9.99. The shoes aren't unorganized and kicked on the floor when you first walk into the door. So there's that. Let's move on to the whole entire reason we are in the kitchen right now. Anyway, outside of making lavender lemonade, I did make fish for dinner the other night. So it is lunchtime. And I made swahi, the carrots and the broccoli, which I think I mentioned. So this is what we're doing for lunch today. Very delicious, steamed broccoli, lightly broiled carrots, and again, seasoned swahi that was baked. And that is lunch. And then, since today is a rainy, stormy day in Houston, what we're going to do for dinner tonight is I have my beans on right now. Those are the beans we have going, and they are seasoned, and there's a bouillon chicken cube in there. So those are just bacon. I put those on like an hour ago, so they'll be nice and ready for dinner time. And then we're going to do some cornbread with that, and that will be. Hey cousins, sorry that last clip was cut short. My sound cut out and I was like, oh my gosh, I wanted to get in and show y'all what I was making for dinner for today, because again, this is a lifestyle, health, fitness channel, and I am, again, as I mentioned, they say I'm on the cusp, but I say diabetes. Like, what number is there? So very mindful of our sodium intake, because I do have high blood pressure as well. And so we're trying to be mindful of everything that we're ingesting here. So that's why I share the foods that I share on here, what I'm doing to make it better. Yesterday we didn't get to work out, unfortunately, just due to my stomach was not letting me do that yesterday. Today we're going to be doing it later this evening, so I may pick up the camera again, and that will be in the next vlog. But if you are liking and enjoying the content that I'm sharing here, which I hope that you are, please take that time to like, subscribe, and share. We're going to go ahead and end this vlog here because it's getting long for no reason. And in future, if you are interested in finding out how I transitioned from the building industry into tech, I'm happy to do that as well. So again, please like, subscribe, and share if you like what you see here. If you're new here, thank you so much for taking that time to watch me. And please go check out my other vlogs. My name is Sidelle, and as always, I appreciate you for stopping by. Have a good one, and I'll see you on the next.